in the 3-4 is he had Sam linebacker like Von Miller will be with the Denver Broncos. I really like Aaron Williams. I didn't like he was an early to mid-first. I thought he should have been a late one. He's still on the board. The toughest run support corner I've graded the last 5 years. There's Andy Dalton. If you're taking Ponder in the mid-first, don't tell me Andy Dalton shouldn't be a great mid-second round pick, early second-round pick for somebody. Then here come running back. Mikel LaSure. He's not Rashard Mendenhall, but he's close enough. I've talked about Hankerson, sure-handed. Brooks Reed, the sack artist. And Kyle Rudolph, boy, if he wouldn't have had that hamstring injury and missed 6 games, he'd have been already off the board. He's a Todd Heap-type tight end who's going to be a heck of a weapon in an NFL offense. Then you got Justin Houston, a kid who I thought was inconsistent, quiet in some games, gives you versatility to be a 4-3 end, 3-4 outside linebacker. You want a vertical stretch receiver, you want a kick returner, that's Torrey Smith. Titus Young, he's not Deshaun Jackson. He didn't run a 4.25, but he's a 4.4 guy, and he's electric. We talked about Jabal Sheard, who could be a pass rusher. But yeah, any defensive scheme, this kid can get after the quarterback.
You know what's interesting? Coach Belichick, in the midst of finishing 14, who've been building toward this for a couple of years. I mean, 2 years coming, this Richard Seymour pick, which then, allowed them to make some other moves yesterday. That was their extra pick in the first round. This is last year, where they traded for this Carolina's pick, that they drafted Appalachian State quarterback Armonte Edwards. Now, Armonte, well-dressed, but I don't know that. I mean, the Patriots will be happy to pick 33 for that trade. Let's go up now to New England, to Foxborough, get the latest from our Michael Smith. Good evening, Michael.
Hey, Boomer, and just to piggyback off of what Mel was saying, this is a team that could obviously go in a lot of different directions. They still need more offensive line help, a field-stretching wide receiver, another running back just on offense. We've touched on the pass rusher, and Mel, I think, is onto something. Brooks Reed out of Arizona and Jabal Sheard from Pitt are 2 guys that I've been hearing as well. But don't discount the cornerback position. I know Bill Belichick traditionally values that position, and with guys like Aaron Williams from Texas and Brandon Harris from Miami still on the board, they're not exactly set at that position. That's another direction it could go if they stay, of course.
All right, Michael, thank you. Just a reminder that yesterday the Patriots picked Nate Solder, big 6'8" offensive tackle, as Matt Light has had a great career, but that may be just about the end. We'll see, to help keep Tom Brady upright. Mort, the Patriots using all 7 minutes on the clock. There's about 2 minutes left. Does that mean they're entertaining phone calls?
Well, Bill Belichick said he was. He said it normally happens when they're on the clock more. We know that the Bengals are trying to get the Green Bay's 32 slot late last night as the draft, the first round ended. So they probably made a call, had a conversation. But remember, the Bengals have a hard time sometimes closing deals, Boomer.
Well, and we saw 2 teams have a hard time closing a deal yesterday, just as an aside. Baltimore got passed by because Chicago couldn't figure out the trade part. Another something that we'll discuss. It's hard to make a trade and finish it from both sides, right? Unless you put the quarter into the payphone, you can't get the deal done.
Exactly. Everybody's talking about these quarterbacks and who's trying to trade up. That's all fine and good. Mel, I ask myself sometimes, why wouldn't the Patriots take a quarterback themselves? Why don't they take Mallett or Dalton and let Tom Brady groom them? I mean, that's Aaron Rodgers benefited from that. I saw Steve Young benefit from watching Montana. You have an incredible environment in New England for a young quarterback to watch and learn from. Just throwing that out to you, Chris. I've seen it done before.
Great, John. I think Jake Locker, we had talked about him as a possibility. He goes 8 to Tennessee. The quarterbacks are off the board very early. Now you have some interesting kids. You want to take a kid who could be a good value pick. It's Ricky Stanzi out of Iowa. You know, about 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round area. I don't think he's getting that far down the line, but Ricky Stanzi's got a lot of ability coming out of Iowa, coming out of Big Ten.
Well, the pick is up. Remember, the Patriots 3 seconds, 2/3 today, in addition to Nate Solder yesterday, the big tackle. And so this is the way it works. The card comes up. They look to see if it's a hard name like Kari Ostremski or Jim Smith, and then if it's no pronouncing problem, they go right to the commissioner. This is the way it works. Very sophisticated, almost like one of those Rube Goldberg models. Remember, you showed about 8 different things, and the mouse chases the cheese, and then it changes, and then it drops through the hole, and then the cup tips, and then here comes the pick. By the way, we will have an alum from every one of these teams making a pick here. And Andre Tippett, the Hall of Famer, who still works with the Patriots, just a classy man, linebacker extraordinaire. He'll be the one to make the pick along with the commish. So that's the way it's going to work here in round number 2. So there's Commissioner Roger Goodell, and the man they affectionately call Tip.
3 seconds, 2/3 outside linebacker. Ricky Stanzi out of Iowa. You know, Ricky Stanzi's got a lot of ability coming out of Iowa, coming out of Big Ten.
All right, Michael, thank you.
Just a reminder that the Patriots picked Nate Solder, a kid who could be a good value pick. It's Ricky Stanzi out of Iowa.
To announce the New England Patriots selection, please welcome from the University of Iowa, the 41st overall selection in the 1982 draft by the Patriots, Hall of Fame linebacker Andre Tippett.
Thank you. With the 33rd pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Ross-I Dowling, defensive back, Virginia.
Interesting. Maybe not a name way up by many quite this high. What's his story, Mel?
He would have been, Boom, probably taken yesterday in round one. Had not been hurt this year. He talked about a variety of injuries, hamstring, knee, ankle injuries, limited his playing time. Talking about a big corner at 6'1½", 200 pounds, ran a 4.4 at the combine, did 19 reps. This is a kid, average tackler, but a kid who's a very good athlete, smooth in transition, fluid, very, very good cover corner. Locating the deep ball was an issue at times at Virginia. As I said, not the toughest, most aggressive cornerback you'll ever come across, but this is a kid that I had ranked 20th on the big board when the season began. The injuries pushed him down, and all of a sudden, here's the Patriots early in round two. First pick in round two, when the pick they got from Carolina, they picked up 56 spots when that trade involved Armani Edwards, and now they get a guy with certainly first-round talent in Ross-I Dowling.
Well, Dowling's been hurt since he was in high school. He's just had nothing but bad luck. But when you think of the Patriots, Chris, they have not hit on Darius Butler, Jonathan Wilhite, Terrence Wheatley. They've taken some corners fairly early in the draft in recent years. None of them have really exploded onto the scene like McCourty did last year. They need another corner, and to get a guy with size, that's always a good thing.
When you think about this position, Aaron Williams is a kid out of Texas. And the difference between Aaron Williams and Ross-I Dowling is Aaron Williams runs a 4.55, Dowling runs a 4.4 flat. I think Aaron Williams, to me, is the more complete player, and somebody's going to get themselves one heck of a corner who could also kick inside the safety, with Aaron Williams coming up at some point early to mid-second round.
Well, so New England is teed off here the second round. They're going to have 3 picks. They pick Dowling. Will Buffalo go quarterback, or will they go defensive backfield? Just a guess.
Hey, Dave, we're out of Bud Light. Oh, good thing I just downloaded this app. Here we go.
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Nice app.
I gotta get a new phone.
I vow to start, even when it's 5 a.m. and 10 below. I vow to keep all 4 wheels moving and to get us out of whatever you get us into. I vow to not get upset if you cover my floor mats in mud or spill your morning joe. I vow to never complain, never give up, and never say never. I vow to be the best Sierra ever.
Will you marry me?
Before saying those words, there's one word every man should know.
Leo.
The Leo Diamond, certified to be visibly brighter at K, the #1 jewelry store in America.
Yes, every kiss begins with K.
Here's the deal. You hate blowing money, but you want a ton of food. Taco Bell's $5 box. A cheesy double-decker taco, burrito supreme, taco supreme, cinnamon twist, and medium soda. All for just $5. Now that's a deal.
The Barclays Premier League is on ESPN2.
What a goal! Absolutely incredible.
Tomorrow, American star Clint Dempsey leads Fulham in a battle against Sunderland, with both teams fighting to stay clear of relegation.
What a hit!
The Barclays Premier League, Sunderland versus Fulham. Tomorrow at 9:55 a.m. Eastern on ESPN2, ESPN3.com, and ESPN Deportes.
ESPN's coverage of the 2011 NFL Draft is presented by Bud Light, the favorite beer of NFL fans. Here we go. And in part by GMC, the official vehicle of the NFL.
Welcome back here to New York. So it's AFC East, followed by AFC East. The Buffalo Bills picking second.